Ladies and gentlemen, strong habits are the foundation of a strong person. Look around and you'll see that greatness in any area of life comes not from a single breakthrough moment, but from the steady accumulation of small, purposeful actions repeated daily. Habits, those little choices we make day after day, shape who we are and who we ultimately become. Greatness isn't something that comes from a single grand gesture or one moment of brilliance. It's a process, one that's built on the foundation of small, intentional actions that are repeated every single day. These actions might seem trivial in the moment, like they don't make much difference on their own, but collectively they create lasting impact. When we think of great people in business, in sports, in any area, what sets them apart is rarely an isolated talent. It's their consistency in showing up day after day and putting in the work even when they don't feel like it. They've cultivated the discipline to do the little things that others overlook or dismiss as unimportant. These small actions are the building blocks of our character and our capabilities. Every day when we choose to take one small step in the direction of our goals, we're investing in ourselves and in our future. It might be reading for just 20 minutes, exercising a bit each day, practicing a skill, or setting aside time to reflect. These actions don't usually bring instant results, and they might not even feel significant on a daily basis. But over time, their impact multiplies. Like drops of water carving through rock, the power of small actions compounded over days, months, and years is immense. There's a natural resistance to this kind of approach because we're often conditioned to seek fast results. We live in a world that celebrates quick fixes and overnight successes, but the truth is, these are rare exceptions. What we don't often see behind these stories are the countless hours of practice, the early mornings, the setbacks, and the endless persistence. Strong individuals know this and they commit to the journey rather than just the outcome. They focus on the process, recognizing that each action is a step in building a stronger, more resilient version of themselves. Habits play a crucial role in this process. When you develop strong, positive habits, you remove the need for constant decision-making. You don't have to wake up each morning and wonder if you'll get to work on your goals or if you'll find time to exercise. It becomes automatic. Habits create a framework for success, giving you stability and direction even when motivation might waver. And that's the beauty of these small, purposeful actions. They build momentum, carrying you forward through moments of doubt or fatigue, because you've already trained yourself to follow a path that aligns with your aspirations. Ultimately, the journey to greatness is about choosing discipline over convenience day after day. It's about showing up and doing what needs to be done, not only when it's easy, but especially when it's difficult. This commitment builds inner strength, self-respect, and resilience. By dedicating yourself to these steady, purposeful actions, you're not just moving closer to your goals, you're becoming the type of person who can achieve them. The transformation is gradual, but it's powerful, and in time you'll look back and realize that greatness was never a destination, it was something you were building all along. When you establish habits that are rooted in your values and vision, you remove the constant mental struggle of making decisions. Instead of asking yourself every day whether you'll exercise, read, or work toward your goals, these actions become part of your routine, woven into the fabric of your life. This automatic nature of habits saves mental energy, allowing you to focus on bigger challenges and opportunities rather than getting bogged down by the small decisions. When your habits are aligned with your goals, each action becomes meaningful. You're no longer drifting through your days or wondering if you're moving in the right direction. You're actively building momentum towards something important to you. This clarity brings peace of mind because you know that your efforts aren't wasted. You're investing time and energy into activities that matter, that have a cumulative effect on who you are becoming and what you are achieving. Mental clarity is powerful. It helps you eliminate distractions and stay focused on what truly matters. Without it, we can easily fall into a cycle of unproductive or even harmful behaviors, letting short-term impulses dictate our actions. But when strong habits are in place, you create a filter, a guide that keeps you on track, especially during challenging times. In those moments, having habits that are already established can be the difference between staying grounded and losing your way. Habits aligned with your goals bring purpose to every day. You wake up knowing what needs to be done, and even when motivation fluctuates, your habits keep you moving forward. This consistency builds self-confidence as each day you're proving to yourself that you can follow through on the commitments you've made. It strengthens your sense of identity as someone who is disciplined, focused, and capable of growth. By creating a system of habits that support your vision, you're not just reaching for a goal, you're transforming yourself into the person who can achieve it. We often think that success requires a single massive effort or an extraordinary stroke of luck, but in reality, it's the sum of consistent actions, small victories that add up over time. Success doesn't appear out of nowhere. It's cultivated, built one step at a time, through the discipline of doing what needs to be done each day, regardless of how we feel. Discipline is a powerful force because it keeps us on course even when motivation fades. Motivation is fleeting. It might get us started, but it won't carry us through the inevitable challenges and setbacks. And discipline, however, is the engine that keeps us moving forward. It's the ability to make choices based on our goals rather than our moods, to take action even when the road is difficult or the rewards are not immediately visible. People who succeed understand that discipline is not a restriction but a path to freedom. It frees us from the regrets that come from inaction and inconsistency. Each small win, each time you follow through on a commitment or complete a task that brings you closer to your goals, builds confidence and self-belief. These small wins are the building blocks of bigger achievements. They show you that progress is possible, even if it's slow, and they remind you that you're capable of achieving what you set your mind to. By focusing on each small victory, you create a positive cycle. Each accomplishment fuels your confidence and your willingness to continue. Over time, these small actions become part of who you are. They shape your identity as a person who is consistent, reliable, and committed. And with this identity, success becomes not just a goal, but a way of life. You don't have to rely on luck or wait for the perfect moment. Instead, you trust the process and let your consistent behavior build the future you envision. Success isn't found in a single moment of triumph. It's a journey of discipline and small, deliberate steps that eventually lead to big results. Just as a small investment can grow exponentially when left to compound, small, positive habits create powerful results when practiced consistently over the long haul. The effects may seem insignificant at first. In fact, they're often invisible in the early stages. But over time, these actions accumulate and multiply, creating a powerful momentum that leads to lasting change. Imagine the impact of reading a few pages every day, dedicating 10 minutes to meditation, or doing a brief workout daily. At first, these efforts may not seem like they're moving the needle much, but with each repetition, you're laying down the foundation for substantial progress. Each small action builds on the one before it, creating a steady upward trajectory. Over months and years, the result is transformational, taking you from where you are to where you want to be, almost without you realizing how far you've come. This compounding effect is why habits are so crucial for growth. They allow you to benefit from the power of time, harnessing its ability to turn modest efforts into massive achievements. The key is consistency. It's not about doing extraordinary things, but about doing ordinary things consistently over an extended period. That's where transformation lies, in the commitment to showing up day after day, trusting the process even when progress seems slow. The power of compounded habits extends to every area of life. Whether you're working on your health, finances, relationships, or personal growth, consistent habits act as building blocks. They gradually alter your mindset, shift your priorities, and refine your skills. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's the product of dedication, patience, and the understanding that small actions repeated over time yield extraordinary results. Just like with compound interest, the sooner you start, the greater the rewards you'll experience. So, if you want to transform your life, focus on cultivating habits today. They'll grow into remarkable achievements tomorrow. Discipline is not just about getting things done, it's about shaping who you are. Every time you choose to take the harder route, the one that requires effort, patience, and sometimes discomfort, you're building mental toughness. You're strengthening your ability to withstand challenges and to keep going, even when the journey is tough. This resilience becomes one of your greatest assets, allowing you to face future obstacles with a calm, steady approach because you've trained yourself to handle adversity. Character, too, is forged through discipline. When you make a habit of doing what needs to be done, even when it's difficult or inconvenient, you develop integrity. Your actions begin to align with your values, and this consistency becomes the foundation of who you are. People of strong character are not swayed easily by circumstances or emotions. They're grounded because they've proven to themselves time and again that they can stay true to their commitments. This integrity is something others see and respect, but more importantly, it's something you come to respect in yourself. Self-respect naturally follows from disciplined choices. Every time you follow through on a commitment, no matter how small, you're telling yourself that your goals and your well-being matter. You're reinforcing your belief in your own capabilities and in the value of your efforts. Each disciplined action is like a deposit into your self-respect account, and over time, these deposits add up. You start to see yourself as someone who is reliable, strong, and worthy of success. Ultimately, choosing the disciplined path is about building a foundation that you can rely on. It's about setting standards for yourself and then rising to meet them day after day. This is what creates a strong sense of identity, of knowing who you are and what you're capable of. And discipline is not about being hard on yourself, it's about honoring your potential and showing up for the person you aspire to be. And with each disciplined choice, you're not only moving closer to your goals, but you're also becoming someone you can be genuinely proud of. Establishing habits that support your goals and aspirations requires persistence and resilience, especially in a world full of distractions and easy escapes. The truth is, creating strong habits demands more than just motivation. It requires commitment, patience, and an inner drive to keep going when things get tough. The journey won't always be smooth. There will be days when you're tired, when doubt creeps in, and when you wonder if your efforts are even making a difference. But it's during these moments of challenge that your discipline really matters. Every time you push through resistance and stick to your habits, you're building not only the habit itself, but also your inner strength. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Each time you choose to follow through on a commitment, you're training your mind to prioritize long-term gains over immediate gratification. You're proving to yourself that you have the power to stay focused and consistent, even when the path is difficult. Over time, this repeated act of self-discipline becomes part of who you are. It becomes a core part of your identity, something that strengthens you from the inside out. Strong habits are more than just routines, they're investments in your future self. Every disciplined choice you make today pays dividends down the road. With each repetition, you're reinforcing a mindset of growth, resilience, and determination. These habits become your foundation, giving you a stable base to rely on no matter what challenges come your way. When life throws obstacles in your path, you'll be ready, not because you've prepared for every scenario, but because you've cultivated the strength to face them. The beauty of building strong habits is that they empower you beyond the specific goals you set. They equip you with a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities to grow and obstacles as chances to build resilience. Every act of discipline is a step toward becoming a stronger, more capable person. It's a reminder that you're not defined by your circumstances, but by the choices you make, the habits you cultivate, and the strength you build within. In the end, every act of discipline isn't just about the habit itself, it's about transforming you into someone who's ready to face life with purpose, clarity, and inner strength.